I had been waiting and waiting for Smurfs to finally arrive on Paramount Plus on Amazon. For some reason, for quite a few months, it's been available on regular Paramount, for which I don't have an active subscription. It's only just arrived on Paramount Plus on Amazon. Jumped to watch it, and honestly, it isn't great. It's not terrible, but I was quite disappointed by it. This was released last year in 2025. It's directed by Chris Miller, and it's written by Pam Brady with a voice cast, including Rihanna, James Corden, Nick Offerman, Dan Levy, Amy Sedaris, Jimmy Kimmel, Octavia Spencer. I could go on. We have a fantastic voice cast that is definitely reflected in the quality of the voice acting. However, I don't really love the voices. It's not the quality of the voice acting, it's the choice of the voices. And I'll talk more about that in a moment. The narrative itself is not too bad, but what I will say is that this is a live-action animation hybrid. Kind of. I have two thoughts there. My first thought was, it hasn't been a tremendous amount of time since we had a live-action Smurf film, but also there's not actually that much live-action in this. So I feel like they should have just gone full animation. The live action aspect feels completely pointless. So that's worth bearing in mind if that's something about which you're quite excited. It just felt pointless. It was not very well done at all. The narrative is fine. Papa Smurf is captured by Gargamel and his brother Razamel, so the Smurfs have to try and rescue him. Overarching narrative, no problem. The narrative itself works well, it flows well, the pacing is fine. As a story, I don't have any issues, but there are things that I didn't love. As I said, the voice acting itself is good, the quality of the voice acting is good, but I feel like a lot of the voices don't fit the characters. So I found that to be kind of jarring, kind of irritating. It made it difficult to buy into the film because I wasn't believing the characters. No, there's nothing wrong with necessarily the way the characters are written or the characters' personalities. I believe their personalities and things, but I didn't like a lot of the voices. Again, it's not to do with the quality of the voice acting, but the choice of voices or the voices that were assigned to certain characters, mainly the Smurf characters. So that didn't work well for me at all. There's also something about the animation that I don't like, something about the character design. The backdrops are great, they are beautiful, the attention to detail is gorgeous, there's a really nice use of light, we have a gorgeous colour palette, but I don't love the character designs. At first glance, I didn't mind it, but the more I watched the film and the more I looked at the characters, there was just something there that I did not like. They somehow, and I don't think this is going to make any sense, but they somehow look both shiny and matte at the same time, and I just do not like the design of the characters. It looks a little less unsightly when we see them in a live action setting. I think the live action backdrops in those moments maybe helps to soften the animation, or maybe they're animated differently in those scenes, I've got no idea. But certainly they don't look as unappealing in the live action scenes, but as I said, those scenes are very brief and few and far between. So I don't think the character design works very well at all. At first glance, yeah, fine, but the more I watched it, it wasn't great. The film is not unwatchable, but I didn't love it. The animation, the backdrops are gorgeous, the Smurf design at a glance is fine, but the more I looked at them, the less I liked them. The voice acting quality is fine, but the voices do not fit a lot of the characters. The story is okay. The music is pretty good. I quite liked the music. So in general, it did not meet my expectations. I did not care for it for the most part. Do I recommend it? Only if you're a big Smurfs fan. If you're just looking for an enjoyable film. I mean, if it's on a streaming site that you already have and it won't cost you anything extra, give it a go. You might enjoy it more than I did. As I said, it's not unwatchable, but it's certainly not a great film.